Hey there, why don't you grab a friend? Heck, grab 2 or 3. And grab yourself the best seat in the house. 'Cause it's sink or swim time. We promise to surprise you with hilarious feats of questionable skill on life's funniest moments. You'll see an unsuccessful lift, a banana boat set adrift, and a baby getting a little miffed. A ferret does a dash, a topless backward crash, and a mommy taking a splash. All on life's funniest moments. If you had the chance and asked the world to dance, these people would be the first on the floor. Gregory couldn't decide whether to lift her or dip her, so he went with a very difficult lift dip. In the remote and little-known country of Tartarica, they're still performing the annual Tartarica dating ritual performed by their ancestors. Each spring, the female will dance into a group of males. The alpha male will then show his interest by grabbing an ankle. And if they can dance like this for more than 10 seconds, they'll be married within the hour. If not, they'll wait an entire year and try it again. Visit beautiful Tantarica and ask your travel agent how. The world may know them as the most graceful dancing family ever to grace the stage, but these recently uncovered home videos of the Bickersons shows that every mountain climb must begin with a single step. Even looks like maybe the Bickersons fell off the mountain a few times along the way. Make sure you buy tickets to see the Dancing Bickersons when they come to your town later this year. Look, the Setting Sun Senior Center's stage production of Titanic. And down she goes. He's king of the world. To guarantee a good crop in the spring, the townsfolk have a dance in the fall. Well, looks like they have a fall at the dance, too. No problem. One guy falling at the fall dance is considered good luck. Oh, 2 falls? That's bad luck. After 27 hours, the dancing competition has taken a toll on Sonia. Her legs had just given out. Lucky for her, Paul was a strong partner. Maybe he could carry her into the finals. Or maybe someone could carry them both to a chair. Well, don't worry, we have lovely parting gifts. You'll receive a gift certificate to the 24-hour dance studio. If 71% of our world is covered with water, then do you think 71% of Waterworld is covered by land? Last one in the water is a rotten egg. Better a rotten egg than a laughingstock. Noodles loved to just sit in the hot tub for hours. But there was something about that warm water that made him want to take a nap. Ever since his new sibling came along, Jesse was feeling left out. Well, if Mommy loves bath time with baby so much, why doesn't she go all the way? Don't forget to wash behind your ears, Mommy. The only way that Mommy could get Marvin to take a bath was by filling his pool with soapy water. The problem is, soap gets mighty slippery. That is truly a bouncing baby boy. If two men applying equal pressure takes 10 minutes to throw an unwilling Jimmy into the lake, then how long would it take for 3 men? If you guessed 10 seconds, you're right. Pencils down. His wife wanted to get an Olympic-sized pool. But Scott was out to prove that you could do laps no matter what size pool you had. Well, maybe his wife had a point. Remember, when teaching your young ones to swim, you should let them start in the shallow end until they feel comfortable. Like Bingo here. He's learning the doggy paddle at his own pace, and he'll never forget it. For most adventurers, the challenge of the banana boat is staying on. For Helga, it was just getting on. Maybe a paddle boat would have been better for Helga. Coming up, a skier can't rise to the occasion. And this course says, in your face. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. They say you only remember the good times. Well, in that case, we have a lot to remember. He claimed to be a champagne cork expert. But Jimmy's friends knew that he was just all wet. Since Bigelow the goose was just a baby, Eunice was able to take him for a walk. But as he gets older, she'll need a much longer leash to take him for a fly. Here's proof that bicycles should come with a seatbelt. And this next guy might be singing soprano for a while himself. Great jump! Splash Mountain Country Club is the only golf course in America with a vertical water hazard. Macaroni is the world's worst pickpocket. It's not for lack of effort or lack of skill. Oh, and the claws aren't helping either. Although cross-country skiing is a very popular winter sport, the same cannot be said for cross-country skating. Sure, it looks like fun, but there just isn't enough ice to go around. The dog kennel blew their entire entertainment budget on this fancy video so they were forced to entertain the dogs with shadow puppets. Luckily for them, dogs are easily amused. It was a great first day on the slopes for Timmy. He learned a lot about skiing. However, not a lot about stopping. The problem with being a living doll is that people keep trying to put you back in the toy box. As the old saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Well, the person that said that never tried to teach Bailey to water ski. All right, buddy, back it up. It's time for life's funniest moments rewind. Hector is the world's best delivery boy. What's he delivering? Thrills. It's never a good idea to clean out the rain gutters during the wedding reception. Come on, it's your special day. The rain gutters will wait. Now hop down from there. Now enjoy your party. It's your special day. Margaret, you're doing it wrong. The goal was to bust the balloon. Martine always wondered why people spend all that money on expensive health club memberships when you could just work out in the yard. Well, maybe this is why. Your workout did not go well when your spotter ends up in hysterics. Well, now she can wish for an ice pack when she blows out the candles. Oh no, it's the balloon inspector. In this town, if you want to have balloons at your party, you need to either have the proper balloon permit posted in plain sight so that all the partygoers and public officials can see it at all times, or you can simply put the balloons in a place where the balloon inspector can't seem to get it. It's your call. Oh, these girls are wonderful. But what is it that makes this performance so special? The costumes or the choreography? See those boys next to Madeline Rudolpho? Well, the one on the right is the costume designer. He thinks the costumes make the show. The one on the left is the choreographer, and he thinks the choreography makes the show. Fellas, ever think you both might be right? Crazy Paul will do anything to get you to buy a car, truck, or van off his lot. You want him to play a mini harmonica? Just ask him, and a mini harmonica he will play. Want him to do the iron cross on the steel rings? Done. What, you want him to play the harmonica and do the iron cross on the steel rings while wearing a tie? You got it. Now come on down to Crazy Paul's and let him put you behind the wheel of a new truck, car, or van. Some brides are nervous on their wedding day. This bride was ticklish. Any more ticklish, and her bridesmaid would have been toothless. In every life, they say a little rain must fall. Well, sometimes, when combining two lives, a lot of rain must fall.
Brad, take this ring as a sign of my love.
Hope you packed the umbrella.
Speaking to us.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The Lord be with you.
Also with you.
Now that we have heard God's word in the Bible, felt the Lord's presence in this exchange of vows. Let us now present to God these petitions.
No snow got you down? No problem. Just take a lesson from Sombrero Sam. No $50 lift tickets here. Nope, Sombrero Sam's lift ticket is only $2 for every 20 minutes. So take a note from Sombrero Sam. Ski what you can, where you can. Coming up, ring around the Larry. And that dismount could cost her when we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab a chair or hit the floor. It's time for exercise. Sully may not have 2 left feet, but he's using 2 left skates. Caution. Watching figure skaters spin may make you too dizzy to stand up. Please make your way to the nearest exit and get your bearings backstage. Too late. This proves it. A cat's love of playing with yarn definitely trumps a cat's love of laziness. Let's face it, you can only do so many hours in the wheel, and then you need to get your cardio somewhere else. Jenny was really hoping for the gold, but she ended up with the black and blue. Unfortunately, her routine was as uneven as those bars. You spend all that money to join a fancy health club, and you still have to deal with some yuppie who doesn't understand the 45-minute rule on the treadmill. Might as well go to the Y. With goalies like these, you really don't need any other players, do you? The right time for playtime is now. Some folks try to sweep all their troubles under the rug. Well, somebody swept Astro's squeaky ball under the rug, and he is none too happy about it. Troubles under the rug cannot be solved, and squeaky toys under the rug cannot be played with. Attaboy, Astro. A squeaky toy is better than a squeaky rug any day. Here's a tip. When you tell your dog to go fetch the paper, be very specific. For a human kid, you always remember the day your dad took off your training wheels and taught you to ride a two-wheeler. The dog equivalent is the day Dad takes you into the little room and teaches you how to drink out of the toilet. There's nothing like the sound of your dad saying, "I'm proud of you, son." First rule of full contact musical chairs is, there are no rules. Strategy is easy. Be the person who ends up with a chair. The chairless go home. Now play nice. Coming up, a backyard topless review. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. It was a tradition to impress the single females. The youngest single male had to dance with the eldest single male at the party. Because the youngest always had cuteness on his side, the eldest always had to find a way to stand out. Well, that will get you noticed. See you next time